Hey there. I've had a couple of requests from some Facebook friends to I want to see my messy shop. As you can see, I live next to an airport, and my shop is actually an airplane hangar. Figured I'd give you a little bit of a tour. This it's a pretty old hangar. It used to actually be in West Plains, Missouri, and then they tore it down and brought it here and rebuilt it. Pretty good sized building, about 8,000 feet. But, down here in God's country, hey, say hi to Brutus. But anyway, I'll give you a little quick tour. It ain't much. It's pretty old, kind of decrepit. Been kind of used and abused. Got a lot of projects in here. Give you a little show of what I got. This is my old airplane, and it's a 1968 Cherokee Piper, and not a bad old plane. Give you a little peek inside. Technically, they call this a four-person plane. I don't know if you can tell. This is seats all the way back. That seat over there is in the position that I have to have it in to fit and fly it. You ain't gonna fit nobody in there unless they're a little kid. Really, this is a three-person plane with no baggage. That's why I don't have the other seat in it. There ain't no sense in having a fourth seat. I don't have a bunch of little kids I'm hauling around. It's really a three-person plane or two people with a good amount of baggage. It has about a 900-pound payload, and that out of that 900 pounds comes the fuel also. So get a couple lard butts like me in here and a load of fuel, and it's about all it'll do. But as you can see, it's in pretty fair shape for its age. Got a little hail damage and little bumps and bruises on it, but you know, what is it, 68? This plane's 51 years old. It's got a 0320 horizontally opposed four-cylinder, air-cooled, 320 cubic inch, puts out about 150 horse at around 2,700 RPM. But, that's my plane. And over here, we like to go to the lake. Got a couple old beater jet skis. My old moving van. And this, another boat project. I bought it as a project. Had the trailer redone. I bought it with a lot of the work done. I haven't done a whole lot to it. You can see, got a new interior, a new paint job. I'm doing some outdrive work on it. It's got a Berkeley, I think it's called a JG split bowl. It had just the, there's the old nozzle. and it just went left and right. Well, now I'm putting the nozzle on it that'll go up and down also. Haven't quite got all the parts and pieces to finish it, and I am in no hurry to finish it. I got plenty of other stuff to do, but when it's done, it'll be a neat little boat if I finish it. If you notice all the brown stuff laying everywhere, that is my ceiling. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Back when this hangar was moved here, in my best estimates and what I've kind of what I've heard from other people, what I've been told, is that this hangar was built in the late 80s here, and they used this cellulose insulation. And temperature changes, other things, it just sloughs off and ends up all over everything. I have thought and tried a couple of things. This is where I have literally climbed up on top of that U-Haul with my wife and scraped by hand this section. That's about 8 hours worth of scraping there. And I've asked, why don't I power wash it off? Why don't I sandblast it off? Well, the stuff don't burn real easy. So if I'm gonna get rid of it by burning it, I can't have it wet. And if I gotta haul it to the dump, I don't want it wet because it charges by the weight. So far, this is the best way I found to deal with it. Just get rid of it. It's just a lot of hand work. Anyway, sorry for the distraction. Here is the motor for that jet boat. Nothing super fancy, but it looks neat. It's basically a stock 454. I don't know much about it. I did not build it. I don't know if it's bored out or whatever. It looks fairly clean inside. Has roller rockers and a bit of a cam in it. It's got pretty good lope. Have had it running real recently. It's got two 600 double pumpers. They are oval port heads, oval port street tunnel ram intake. This sounds okay. It'd be okay engine. It's not built up or nothing, but it's okay in a boat. No, this is a well pump engine that I picked up in one of my trades. It is a 454. Got truck heads, truck intake, low horsepower engine, but got a good block. And I'm hoping, because it was an industrial engine, that it's a 4-bolt block. We'll find out, but who knows how many hours was on this engine out in the field just running away. Run on propane. That is what you kind of see through there, is a propane carburetor. Run on propane, and if you see, it's relatively clean. This engine is a Mark IV big block. I'm assuming mid-80s. Run a lot of hours in the field, and it's awful clean for an engine with that much time on it. So I was told it's because of the propane. Anyway, back to the tour. Boy, don't he have the right idea. This is my little shop. And I'm gonna have to apologize. I am a little bit of a hoarder and a clutter bug. I have a habit of walking in here and something's in my hands, I set it down. Usually forget where I set it. I've seen worse, but I am kind of ashamed. You'd think I'd clean it up, but alas, I am lazy, and if I'm not lazy, I'm tired. And I've had a month or so off here recently. I had cancer and had a kidney removed. And I was hoping in some of this time I'd be able to get down here and do some cleaning, straighten this place up a little bit, but I really wasn't feeling up to it until just a week or so ago, when I finally feel kind of pain-free. And now my time's running out. I'm going to have to get back to work. I got some pretty nice welding tables, TIG arc welder, Got some nice shelves. This old table here was here when I bought the place. I've been here about 2.5, 3 years, I guess. This table was here, and it's been cluttered up. It was cluttered up when I got here, and it's still cluttered up. A lot of this stuff on this table is from the previous owner of this property. And I've just added to it, and I'm pretty bad about piling stuff on it. This is my little gun cleaning table, and you can see it's it's not much better shape. But when I use it, I clean it, and then I leave the mess behind. You can see I have a hard time throwing away car parts. Anyway, we'll walk on out and show you the rest. You know, everybody says it's nice to have a building, and when I found this one, I wasn't looking for nothing this big. But now that I have it, I don't know if I could do with anything any smaller. And as big as it is, I thought, boy, I'll never get this thing filled up. Well, you can see I'm working on it. Here's a little project forklift. It actually runs pretty good. Just got lots of leaks, hydraulic leaks, water leaks. It's usable, just barely. Go around over here. This is the office. And I'm not really using it too much as an office since we got our house built. Kind of a mess. We just kind of picked up and left. But when I get time, I am going to fix this up, put a little gym in here, clean this place up, make it a nice little office slash gym. For a couple years, me and the wife kind of lived in this between a camper and this. Up them stairs is where we had a bedroom set up. And I ain't gonna walk up them stairs to show you that. It's just a big open room. But it was air conditioned and barely, and heated barely. More of my pack ratness going on here. Hey, looky there. Used to have a dragster at one time. Remnants of that. Used to have a big block Ford jet boat. If you know anybody looking for some big block Ford jet boat exhaust, there you go. I'm the man. Over here, got material racks. There's some old Piper Super Cub parts. If you know anybody building a Super Cub, might be able to hook them up with some stuff. Somewhere in here, I got a brand new set of sealed wing struts. And in here is a bathroom. And this is just another catch-all room. I think at one time, somebody was living in here using this for a bedroom. And if you could look at the ceiling, you see some fire damage. This hanger had caught fire from a water heater. And that's what got all this insulation black. But another jet ski here. But we'll head out the door. This is other view out here. That stuff down there in that old pond or hole in the ground's the remnants of our old house. Used to be a double wide where our new house is sitting. Used to be a double wide sitting there. We tore it out. Had this new house built here last year. But anyway, there's your tour. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment. Oh, there's my spare out drives laying there. But anyway, if you have any other questions, I'm going to end this and get back to enjoying the rest of my day. And oh, I see something, a distraction. I'm gonna build an engine test stand, and a good friend of mine gave me this aluminum radiator. I'm gonna build a stand for it to hold it, and a set of gauges and a tack and a couple switches, and make it to where I can test fire engines. And the first engine that'll be on it will be this boat engine when it gets done. Got a lot of storage above my little shop room there too. Anyway, time to go play with the dog. Have a good day.